Vince Gilligan's Breaking Bad movie continues to be shrouded in secrecy, but we hear it will air on Netflix and AMC, which also carries Gilligan's Emmy-winning series. No one would comment, but word is that the two networks might have their roles reversed, with this time around with Netflix taking first window and AMC second. The Breaking Bad series aired originally on AMC, with seasons subsequently made available for streaming on Netflix. For Netflix and AMC to share the Breaking Bad follow-up is fitting, as the two outlets share the credit for the success of the original series. Gilligan acknowledged the streamer's contribution in his acceptance speech for the series' first Best Drama Series Emmy win in 2013. Quote, "I think Netflix kept us on the air," he said back then. "Not only are we standing up here, I don't think our show would have even lasted beyond season 2. It's a new era in television, and we've been very fortunate to reap the benefits. We hear the script is being shot as a feature, though it has not been determined yet how it will air as a film or cut into episodes." So that's what Deadline says then at the end, that they're kind of, speculating, but they're not for sure. And so, yeah, so this was the biggest news here about it. Of course, there has been some rumors about who's going to be in it. Is Bryan Cranston in it? Because he did confirm that it is in development, or that it was going in production, but that he hadn't seen a script yet or anything. So whether that confirms that he's not in it or not, it just depends. But yeah, I mean, it's all kind of all speculation at this point for this movie. I think it is obvious, though, that it is about Jesse. Aaron Paul is going to be the star of it, and it's going to take place after the events of Breaking Bad. That's been confirmed, and I think a lot of people are on the same page with that one. But, some people are still speculating on whether that'll even be, but I think that is what it is. So yeah, it just makes a lot of sense, to be honest, for them to do Netflix and AMC here with this one. It is interesting, though, however, that Netflix is getting the first window, as Deadline says, and AMC the second. So we see this with the Walking Dead movies that just got announced, of course, the Rick movies that are coming out. So the big thing with that was that AMC wanted to find a partner studio to take on the cost with them, right? Because I mean, to put together like these big feature films is not cheap, and for a cable, cabler like AMC, to fork over that much money to make a feature film, it's like, will they ever see that money again? I mean, it's debatable, especially if they're airing it on their own, channel and all that stuff. So, it's definitely interesting, for that point. And so that is the big thing, that they wanted another studio to come together with them on this. And so I think it makes a lot of sense for them to do that with this Breaking Bad movie, especially, and get Netflix in on it. So obviously they'll probably be spending the majority of the costs, to be honest, the Netflix studio. And then they'll kind of split the airing of it as well. But it is going to be interesting. I mean, to have Netflix put it on the Netflix service, and then we'll have to see, does AMC put it on like a week later, a month later? So it's going to be interesting to see. Also, I like how they reference this quote from Vince Gilligan, and that probably explains why they are letting Netflix take this one, is that Vince Gilligan has a lot of respect and a lot of gratitude for Netflix and their partnership in the past. And so I think that also kind of explains a little bit more of why Vince Gilligan and why AMC, the people at AMC would want to, orchestrate this partnership with Netflix. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Some people are, it should have been in theaters or whatever. And my thing about that is, and don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Breaking Bad, like, favorite TV show of all time for me. Not hating on it, but the truth of it is that if you're going to make a feature film, you're going to put it in theaters, you're going to put it on, 2,000 plus locations or something like that domestically. It is not, it's never going to make the money back, right? It's, and some people just kind of, miss it, kind of miss this, but it's like Breaking Bad. First of all, the international appeal is not really there for Breaking Bad. I haven't heard a lot of international attention. Now, of course, Netflix opens that door to the international viewing, because AMC, I mean, they are very strict. Like, anything on their website, their YouTube, I think, is an exception, but anything on their website, any of their shows, you can't watch outside of the U.S. You have to, make sure that you can't watch anything on there if you're outside the US. So, for Netflix to be able to kind of open that door to the international crowd or the international audience is good. But again, it's like, if you're going to show this movie in theaters internationally, how much money is it really going to make? And then, if people, I don't know. It's like, I think the most viewers that Breaking Bad ever got when it was on live is about 10 million or something like that. And that was like just for the last couple episodes of season 5. A lot of people forget that it wasn't actually, especially compared to the ratings nowadays, I should say, is that when it was on, except for season 5, it really was not a huge blockbuster popular show. It was really when it got on Netflix and when that season 5 was on, that was when it got really, really big, and kind of everybody was talking about it. And kind of similar to The Walking Dead popularity just a couple years ago, right? So I agree with, I feel the same with The Walking Dead. I mean, The Walking Dead's even a bigger franchise, probably has a bigger international appeal, and I don't think it would be a good idea to put that in theaters either. It's just what it is. Like, and then they have to spend all that money on marketing, trailers, and obviously paying the theaters and all this stuff. Or sorry, the theaters, paying them, but then they also have to, pay to have it in 2,000 plus locations, if that's what they were talking about doing. So it's just a huge undertaking that's not worth it for me. I'd be fine with seeing this on Netflix or AMC. So anyways, love to hear your thoughts on this one. Are you surprised that it will be on Netflix and AMC? Did you want to see it in theaters? Also, some more speculation. It wouldn't hurt. Some more speculation on what you think this one is going to show us. Whether Bryan Cranston and some others are going to be in it, we'll have to see. Maybe it's a flashback stuff. I've heard a lot of speculation about that, so we'll have to see if that's true. But yeah, I'm really excited for it, and hopefully it'll be coming out in this year, in 2019. Sounds like they're still in production right now. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it.